Hey, happy Wednesday. I'm Andy, and I'm one of the pastors at Northminster Presbyterian Church in Tucson. And I hope that if you're watching this, in the email of this devotional, there's a link at the bottom of daily scripture readings, which you can follow and use every day from the Presbyterian Church. And one of the reasons I love a daily lectionary or schedule of scripture readings is that you find yourself reading parts and elements of the Bible that are at different times of the year than you normally expect. What I'm getting at is yesterday we looked at the resurrection story in the Gospel of Mark, and today in our schedule is a Christmas story found in the Gospel of Matthew. Why is that neat? It's neat because in the middle of September, it's good for us to remember these amazing acts of God, the resurrection, the incarnation, Christmas, right? So to get to the point, today's New Testament reading is from Matthew chapter 2, and it has to do with my friend, the star, the Christmas star. And I want to remind you what this story is about. It's a story of God's Son being born and how God used general revelation. That's a term for how God uses the events of creation, circumstances to get his point across. God used a bright, bright light in the evening sky so that Magi, Persian astronomers of all people, would see it, take notice. In the Gospel of Matthew, we read, where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east and have come to worship him. Oh, it is one of my favorite stories because these Gentile pagan astronomers, scientists of the day, they have more faith and adherence to following God's leading than King Herod. It's a sinister story. It's a story of faithful curiosity. It's a story of the news of Jesus' birth being shared outside of the Jewish circle of Israel. And it's a sign to me that the good news of God's Son, Jesus being born, is something that should not just be for the inhabitants of Bethlehem or Jerusalem. This is news that must be shared with all people. You know, today, we make a lot of stars. There's stars on Hollywood Boulevard. If you appear on a TV show, I'm told you can get a star on your door to get ready. We tell friends and loved ones, you're a star. You are so special. Well, God thinks you are so special, so worth saving, that he gave us his only begotten Son, born of Mary, born in Bethlehem. And God wanted it so well known that he put his star in the sky so that some foreigners would see it, travel, and discover this one who is born as King. You are a star in God's eyes. You are worth saving. It was for you that Jesus was born, so that the light of his love would shine upon you and shine through you. Have a great Wednesday. Share this good news with someone you know. God bless.